Hi everyone, and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today I wanted to take a look at Lauren the Mortician, who is a popular TikTok creator who does a lot of outreach and education around the final resting places of when people die and what to do afterwards, and how that process all works, especially as people who are morticians or funeral home directors and the like. So it's come to my attention that she is kind of getting called out very heavily on TikTok right now. And she's kind of gotten into a beef with Jamie Grayson, who is a tester in child safety products allegedly on TikTok. And she made a call out on him, essentially just disagreeing with him. And people are kind of coming after her for that right now. So I wanted to do a reading, see what's coming here for Lauren, the Mortician. What can we do as a audience and as a community to look at the situation, and how can we best understand all the underlying complications underneath, which is what I am feeling here. I feel it's pretty straightforward, but there's like personal items that might be underneath. So without further ado, we can get right into the reading. Just a few housekeeping items. All information shared here today is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Everything stated is an opinion and not a fact. So please don't go leaving mean-spirited negative comments to anyone mentioned here in this video, so we can just have a really nice, fun, positive time. And kind of just get some more information on what's going on. Let's look at the whole situation. Let's look at Lauren. We'll look at Jamie. We'll look at the energy in between and go from there. So, and I typically look a lot at careers for everyone. So, I'm not a very personal, like, I don't need to dig in to see people's personal lives, like this, that, and the other thing. But let's just get into here. So we have Lauren, excuse me. We have Jamie, and then we have the energy in between. Interesting. So here for Lauren in this situation, she's really unhappy. I think just due to call outs and being called out. I mean, I would be kind of upsetty spaghetti too. I'm also feeling a lot of people starting to dig into her past a little bit. Her past, her career, her job, her marriage, her kids, or this, that, and the other thing. And I've seen that a lot here within the last few years on the internet. It's like, when you kind of get called out for one thing, everyone kind of starts digging into the past part of you, which is kind of part of the reason why being someone who makes a lot of their money online or is an influencer of any way, shape, or form can be tricky to navigate, because it's like the shit you've done in the past can and will come back to haunt you. So with that, so yeah, I just see her just very unhappy. I think there's gonna be a lot of digging into her past coming up here that I don't think she wants anyone to kind of pry into. Yeah, we'll dig a little bit more into that here. And then we have over here with Jamie, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is, I think he does some safety or testing of products online, or not online, of like children's safety equipment. So like, I think they have like car seats, baby strollers, and stuff like that. So I actually see this as him getting into this big thing. I think is going to bring in a new influx of viewers to him. So Ace of Pentacles is a great money-making opportunity, a new business venture, a new side thing. So for him, I definitely see as he's, I think, being able to expand his brand, his presence, and his awareness of what he is trying to provide or what he's doing. I won't be the judge, jury, or executioner if he is, and what he's doing is right, wrong, or good, right or wrong. But I definitely see it as this opportunity right now is definitely one where he is able to expand, make more money, and definitely I think just get his name out there and expand his brand, really. Here with the Six of Pentacles, this is like almost an exchange. So Six of Pentacles is all about an exchange. Seeing this between these two individuals, I just briefly read an article about this. So it was, I think briefly read, yeah. So I think there's like an equal. This was all about exchange with Six of Pentacles, and seeing it. I mean, there's a bunch of new viewers who have seen from Lauren's. I think she's got like 2.5 million viewers on TikTok, or followers on TikTok. Sorry, and like so I think more viewers are now seeing his content, and like people for him are also seeing in her content. So it's like they're both like it's an equal opportunity of exchange in seeing content, but it's also digging into the backgrounds of each of their respective content and or their personal lives. So what's happening to one is happening to the other, it definitely feels like. And one isn't happy that it's happening and the other one is happy that it's happening. One seeing this as a new opportunity, someone seeing this as I don't want this to happen. So I definitely see this as okay. So that's kind of just the general information I have on those two. Kind of looking there. I'm gonna actually put that up there, and then I'm going to pull some cards here for Lauren on why she's so unhappy here with the Sun. Because like she doesn't want people going into her past, and like I'm just seeing. And like I said, everything here stated today is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. So like nothing I say here is fact. But like I'm just hearing maybe like there's some issues with like education, or something along those lines. So yeah, here we have the Hierophant, we have Judgment, and we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so the Hierophant for me can mean a couple different things. The Hierophant can mean marriage. It can mean commitment. I've seen this as the big boss of the world. It could be higher education. It can be religion. The Judgment card I see as the judging of, it's like outside judgment or people looking from the outside making judgment on you. And then the Eight of Cups is walking away. Putting this all together here on why Lauren potentially doesn't like all this attention kind of being, or negative attention being brought to her. Like I said, there's something maybe with her education. This could also be, the Hierophant is also potentially a marriage card. So I'm definitely seeing like everything's getting pried into, and I think there's opportunities or jobs or people that she's walked away from that people are going to judge her very harshly for, because the internet knows no bounds in judgment. Yes, I know this very well. I've seen communities that are very judgy. They will rip apart everything and anything to the nth degree. Doesn't matter what you've apologized for. It's going to come back up. It's never going to be good enough for some people. Some people just like to hate for the sake of hating. And I think that's kind of what is coming into the fray right now for Lauren, is that people I think are going to start really digging into her past. I wouldn't doubt if she has to step away from TikTok here for like a week or two. I wouldn't doubt that, but I'm seeing this as more as these are opportunities or experiences that she's walked away from. I still don't know why I'm still hearing education, so I don't know what that means. I think this is also potential opportunities that she has been a part of, or like, I think these are maybe like projects that she's had that she's now being forced to walk away from. I don't think any sponsors are leaving her. If they are, things have escalated quite a bit, and we can see if that will escalate here. But I'm definitely seeing there's a lot of digging, and there's stuff to be found, is what I'm hearing and seeing to a point. Like, there's stuff to be found. Whether or not it's extremely relevant to the person that she is now, probably not. But if there's one thing I found online, is that if you aren't completely authentic and people catch you not being authentic with who you are or the experiences that you've had, they kind of tear you to shreds a little bit. So kind of looking at the escalation part here. So we have the Six of Cups, which is kind of all about childhood memories, nostalgia. We have the Queen of Cups reversed, and then we have the Five of Wands. So, looking at this escalation, if there is an escalation of it, I think it's really coming from Lauren's side, it looks like. I'm gonna try and put these up so there's not a huge glare. Um, and the reason why I say that is because I see the Five of Wands reversed. So when I see the Five of Wands reversed, if it's upright, I see that as external fighting or infighting amongst a group. When it's reversed, I see this fighting oneself. So fighting within oneself, what to say, what not to say, getting essentially just being angry with oneself with your actions or thoughts or words. And then here with the Queen of Cups reversed, I see that as a really bitchy attitude, essentially very cold, manipulative emotionally. And then with the Six of Cups, nostalgia. So I'm wondering if this is her kind of almost kicking herself for past opportunities, or she's kind of getting down on herself for past things that she's done, or warring on like, uh, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, shoulda, coulda, woulda, essentially type of energy, and maybe a little bit of regret as well. So I have that for Lauren. And like, so if it's going to escalate, it's going to be her escalating it unintentionally through thoughts, words, and or actions, which I think in the article it somewhat mentioned, that she's kind of that, or it alleged that like this is something that's been going on for months apparently, question mark, I'm not sure, and that like they've tried to squash this before, but then it keeps getting brought back up. So with that in mind, if that's the case, like this is going to be a little bit more difficult than originally thought, because it probably won't go away. Because if you move on from the situation and you don't give essentially energy to the people that keep bringing it back up, typically people will start leaving you alone, is kind of what I've seen. If you look at any of the big influencers, a big one that is Colleen Ballinger. I actually did a reading on her. I'll try and put a little card up here to see it for that. And then, so, you know how she had her big cancellation in summer, and in that big cancellation, like, she legitimately got canceled. Like, she kind of got drove away from the internet, and she kind of just made a comeback video here. What was it, like 2-3 weeks ago? Not that long ago. And she kind of just was like, I'm gonna generally apologize and then move on. So she's not gonna stop making content or anything. And the same thing could be said for like Tati Westbrook, who was in a bunch of drama, or James Charles, who's been in a bunch of drama. But they've addressed it, and then they've kept moving, and then they've still grown and had their careers still thrive, essentially. So that's kind of the general energy around, like, to kind of get past this, that's kind of what you need to do. Because if you keep putting energy towards it, it's just going to grow and grow and grow out of proportion, which I think actually has a pretty high opportunity to have occur, just because with this Sun card reversed, seeing that just the general energy of being mad at oneself and coming off as insensitive is prevalent at this current time with the energy available. So now I want to kind of look at Jamie, and I want to see what's kind of coming for him. So with his new thing, so we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and or maybe this is still, no, this isn't Jamie. So, okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, we have the Page of Wands, and then we have the Empress. Okay, so, where is this? Who is this for here? This is for Jamie. Okay. So, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, the Page of Wands, and the Empress. So, what I'm seeing here for him, especially with this new, as more people are coming in, I think people are going to really like his content. I think they're going to see that he has a lot of authenticity behind his content, and he has a passion for it. And then with the Wheel of Fortune here reversed, I think there's people who are going to there are people who are going to look into his stuff. Do I think there's anything negative or scary or bad there. No. But do I definitely see this as something that I think that's going to cause just some professional challenges for him? Yes. For his TikTok brand, I think it's going to be great. I think people are going to really see his authenticity. They're going to see his love for being able to educate individuals. I'm really seeing a thriving energy here with him. Just a little challenges here and there, maybe among some professional communities, but other than that, I don't see too many issues here for him. I think a lot of people are going to really end up liking his content, and I think more people are going to start watching him because of it. And I wouldn't doubt if he gets a lot more sponsors from this as well. Yeah, this is really interesting. I haven't done a reading on a really big TikToker. Well, I have done one, and that was on Jameson. No, not Jameson. Oh, goodness gracious. Words. Jack Townsend. Another TikToker that I have done a reading on that you could be interested in. I'll try and remind myself to put a little card up on top again. Right there. Woohoo! That's my orange pen. Yay! So let's kind of look at just some other general energy floating around here for the community. So for the community, I see the Emperor, we have the Nine of Wands, and we have the Seven of Wands. Okay. So Knight of Wands is, for me, has been very much a energy of upright. It's kind of defending your barriers, defending yourself. Seeing it reversed, I see it almost as you put your walls up, no one can get through. Now you're just being an edgelord behind them and not letting anyone through for who knows what reason. So seeing that here with the Seven of Wands and the Emperor, just the energy around it. I feel like there's a lot of defensive energy, especially amongst the communities. It's defending against oneself or defending others. So I think there's a lot of accusations as well being thrown around that aren't true or even just. And it feels very high school drama-esque, where it's like, he said, she said, he said, she said, and it's like kind of outdoing one another. And then with the Emperor here, I definitely feel that there is almost like a moral superiority, kind of putting it all together, with the communities themselves or within the community as well. It's like there's like two different camps, and neither one of them are willing to put the walls down, and they're just kind of screaming at each other and throwing, like, I don't know why I'm seeing this, but I'm like, you know, the old typical food fights, and they have like the giant ball of mashed potatoes in one hand that they're like ready to throw across the room. That's kind of what it feels like, where it's like, it's a high school cafeteria fight, where it's like one side over here has their tables stacked up, the other one over here has their tables stacked up, and now everyone's just kind of throwing mashed potatoes or whatever food they can find because they're the ones who are in the right, when if you know a food fight, everyone's kind of in the wrong for getting involved, and everyone's gonna have to clean it up. So that's why I'm coming in here with the Emperor and like a moral superiority, where it's like neither side, I feel like, thinks either one is right or wrong, or everyone feels that they are right, but there is no right and there is no wrong in this situation. And I don't know if I'm gonna see if what the community can do to maybe, because I think the community really, like I said, it feels very high school-esque, very childish sort of fight where there is no right or wrong answer. And I don't think there's, and I think it's, yeah. And then coming in here now, we have, like, I'm looking at it like, is this going to escalate a little bit more? So we have the Ace of Swords reversed, the Fool, and the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So looking at these cards here, so with the Ace of Swords reversed, I definitely see miscommunication, misdirection, and people are using each other's words against them when they really don't mean anything, to be 100% honest, is what I'm seeing. And seeing this escalation, if it does, it's people aren't looking at the situation for what it really is. They're looking at it just because they want internet drama or fighting. And then here with kind of to wrap it all up with the Eight of Pentacles, someone's got to put, it's not that someone needs to put their sword down, but here I'm really seeing as kind of just a clarifying card is that in the end, no one is going to be a winner. No one's going to be collecting their bag. No one's going to be collecting any information or like damning evidence that's going to like blow the top off of an entire community. So if they just keep escalating it, like there will be no winner at the end. I don't think there's gonna be a winner either way. If the community starts to escalate it, because I feel like that's going to be really, and I don't think the community wants to escalate it either. Let me rephrase that. There are some people within these communities that want to keep escalating it because they thrive off of drama and the morbidly curious or like the taboo things when really they're not taboo, they're just everyday things. And there are people who just thrive off of it. And I'm not saying that's the entire community. I'm just seeing this as there are some that want to continue kind of like, oh, it's like this person's yada blah 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 blah, and then over here it's like da 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 da, and it's like they want to keep it going this back and forth, which is what I think has kind of been happening now a little bit, which is why I think there's been all that digging as well with the sun reversed, because people are just looking for the next thing. It's the end of the year. News is slow? Question mark. Drama is slow. People are looking for distractions from the holidays. What a better distraction to get lost into online than a drama that with a creator that you potentially really like and another creator that you really like, and just like, I'm gonna get my popcorn, I'm gonna sit here and watch it, or I'm gonna get involved in it so I can keep it going, so I don't have to address potentially other things within the community, that aka the holidays in your life. I know that might be harsh. I might be calling a few people out, but that's kind of where I'm seeing this right now. Yeah. If you like that, I think that's all I'm going to kind of read on the situation. If you like that, please hit the like button down below. If you disliked it, you can hit the dislike button down below. Leave a comment if you made it this far, and you can put down you can leave a deer emoji. I don't know. Leave a deer emoji down below. Otherwise, if you like content like this or other things, you can hit the subscribe button and watch other videos that I have around YouTubers, people on TikTok, people in pop culture, and other true crime stories. And if you don't want to miss any videos, you can hit the notification button, and you can make sure you can be one of the first people to watch all my videos that come out. And with that, I want to thank you guys for making it this far in the video, and I want to send out a huge thank you, and I hope you have a great day wherever you are, day or night, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye!